Mrs Trish, back for another Compass Kids lesson. And I'm a little bit excited because we're in our room and it's set up, but we kind of can't still use it yet. So this morning, 10 o'clock, here we are. We're going to do a lesson. And then I'm going to see you at 11 in the church. But you got to please make sure you stay with your mommies and daddies. And no hugging yet. Even though I would love to get a hug from each one of you, we have to make sure we listen to our rules. And no hugging quite yet, no high fives, nothing. But it'll be okay. So for the next couple of weeks, we've got a great story that we're going to talk about. You know, we talked about Moses the last 2 weeks, once when he was a baby, and last week we talked about the burning bush and how God talked to him there. Well, this week, we're going to start talking about what happened when Moses went with his brother Aaron to talk to Pharaoh. So, our story is actually found in Exodus chapter 7, and it's verse 1 through verse 13 is as far as we're reading today. And I'm reading this out of the Message Bible just because it's a little easier to understand. So here's what it says. God told Moses, "Look at me. I'll make you as a god to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron will be your prophet. You are to speak everything I command you, and your brother Aaron will tell it to Pharaoh. Then he will release the Israelites from his land. At the same time, I'm going to put Pharaoh's back up and follow it up by filling Egypt with signs and wonders. Pharaoh is not going to listen to you, but I will have my way against Egypt and bring out my soldiers, my people of the Israelites, from Egypt by mighty acts of judgment. The Egyptians will realize that I am God when I step in and take the Israelites out of their country." Moses and Aaron did exactly what God commanded. Moses was 80 and Aaron 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh. Then God spoke to Moses and Aaron. He said, "When Pharaoh speaks to you and says, 'Prove yourselves, perform a miracle,' then tell Aaron, 'Take your staff and throw it down in front of Pharaoh. It'll turn into a snake.'" Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and did what God commanded. Aaron threw his staff down in front of Pharaoh and his servants, and it turned into a snake. Pharaoh called in his wise men and sorcerers, the magicians of Egypt, did the same thing by their incantations. Each man threw down his staff, and they all turned into snakes. But then Aaron's staff swallowed their staffs. Yet Pharaoh was as stubborn as ever. He wouldn't listen to them, just as God had said. So you know what happened? So they went to talk to Pharaoh, and he just was being stubborn, and he wasn't listening. So then God said, "Well, because you're not going to listen, I'm going to cast some things to you." So first off, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be in a room with a bunch of snakes. And when all those staffs turned to snakes, I'm really glad that Aaron's staff, which was a snake still, ate all those others. Because one is bad enough, but a bunch, I don't want no part of that. But anyway, guys, so next week, we're going to start talking about each one of the plagues that happened. And the first one, it is really creepy, but kind of cool. God turned the Nile River into blood. I don't think I want to swim in a river that has blood. But that's what we're going to start talking about. So tune in next week. We'll be back at 10 o'clock on next Sunday. But for now, I'll see you in a few minutes at church. Love you guys.